into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example. Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Got a man. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap.
Breaks into the open. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He'll keep it himself. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And of giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal thanks to the big fella.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cook. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Pickoff, what a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, TCU. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score. TCU 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Cradles it at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Tyler. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
2nd down coming up.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, for running back, looking for room. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. And off from the shotgun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
4th down coming up.
The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. On the move. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ezukama. All kinds of room to the right. Grab. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Southern Miss went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Eagles team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite.
He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Russell. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Give to the big fullback. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Handoff to the single running back. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Back to throw. It's Russell. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot. See him.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short pass is the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the ball's free in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Palmer. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? The give to the big fullback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that fourth and one?
I don't know, but...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm... Sure, and that ball's good. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going. The interception.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run the counter. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyler. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. Get it to him and let him make it happen. But a lot of times we're running to him, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And now this offense will take the field again. Dropping back, it's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs...
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. That's caught. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Tight end now in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And there he goes. Made a defender miss. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Finds a man on the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
They'll run it from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get...
Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. FIU handled its business today, and given what this week was like in Miami, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so... The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the fullback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level, getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jeff.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and it's a big play for this offense as they're threatening to score. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front, moving forward.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Ezukama. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball?
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
TCU.
And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Past the 40. Flying down the left side. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.